global your brand or company becomes, at the end of the day, your brand, your company is still locally located. So how do you begin to drive traffic to your business locally? Today, we're going to talk about ways to do that within our social media platforms, and that is coming up. Welcome to the Bite Size Marketing Hack Podcast, where you get the confidence to hack your marketing 5 minutes at a time. Hey guys, my name is Mark, and welcome to the Bite Size Marketing Hack Podcast, where we give you bite-sized pieces to help you cut through the digital noise and connect with your people for your brand. And today we're going to talk about how to be found more easily in local search results. The reality is, every brand is a global brand anymore. If you're digital in any way, shape, or form, because of the internet, because of Google search, anyone can be found by anyone around the world. But at the end of the day, every brand, every company also needs to be investing in their local space. It's just strategic. It's also a good way to give back to the world. We want to not just simply be decentralized and all located online, but actually have that relational face-to-face connect. So it just makes smart business sense, and it's a good way to invest in our world. So how do you get found in local search results as people are trying to find different opportunities or businesses in their local space? How do you rise to the top so that people find you first? Well, we're going to talk about a couple different ways today in this podcast episode. So the number one way that I want to encourage you to begin to do this in your brand is to include your geographic location in your handle. So if you are on Instagram, for example, which we are with Frontier Creative, we included OKC in our Instagram handle. So we are Frontier Creative OKC. So not just Frontier Creative or frontiercreative.co, which is our website, but Frontier Creative OKC. You know what this does? When people begin to type in marketing agencies within Oklahoma City, they're going to type in OKC to try to find something locally. We're going to be nearer to the top because we've got OKC in our actual handle name on Instagram. So whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on Twitter, whether you're on Instagram, make sure to include your city name, or if you're just larger than that, your regional area, if you're in Oklahoma or in the US as a whole, but include that in your actual social media handle because it affects search results on those platforms. So one way to be found locally is to make sure that your name reflects where you're geographically tied. Number two, today we're going to look at the power of geotags. And so you probably heard about geotags. We talked about that in our podcast. Geotags is what happens when a video or a photo on Instagram or Facebook is tied to a geographic location. So we can use this strategically as a brand, and here's what it looks like on Facebook. You can begin to look up a specific location, and consumers will do this to find places to go, or they're going to want to begin to find a restaurant that they love, to begin to try something new in their area. And if we can attach our content to areas, to locations within our area that make strategic sense for our brand, it's far more likely that we are going to extend our reach for our brand. So, for example, as a media company, there are many different ways that we can connect with the right people for our brand in our area. So, one of the things is that we can identify that here in Oklahoma, we have a lot of major football fans and college football fans. So we've been in that particular season here, and so finding out when the OU football games are, that are home games here at the OU football stadium here in Oklahoma City, down in Norman, we can actually attach our photos, our content to those games, and during that time frame post it, and you know what? It's going to rise to the top. People are going to begin to see our content who attend those games, or even who are watching that game online, not at the actual game, but then they're going to begin to get on their social media and look up and see what's going on at the game, and the geotag attaches our content to what's happening at the game. So geotagging is really helpful, and this is as simple as opening up your your Instagram platform and beginning to add those geotags to your posts, but also to your stories. One of the most underrated opportunities for marketing into 2020 on Instagram is Instagram stories. This is where Instagram is focusing. You want to take advantage of this. Make sure that you're including a geotag in every story that you put out there. And it doesn't even have to be exactly where you are, but this is going to help those who are looking for your brand or looking for businesses within Oklahoma City or within the region that you're in. They're going to look at those geotags. And I'll tell you what, as with our brand, I will routinely, when we tag that on our stories, we will routinely get multiple viewers from within Oklahoma City who have no other connection to our brand other than they see posts from Oklahoma City and they connect to our brand through looking at that. So this is a really simple way and a really important way for you to begin to think about how you can grow your presence, grow the presence of your brand online, and connect with people locally for your brand. So I hope that's helpful to you, and just begin to try that out. Try out geotags, try out changing your particular handle on social media, and watch as this begins to connect you with your people, and you're going to begin to get more and more traffic and even get more people following you locally by simply engaging these two simple strategies for your brand. So I hope that's helpful to you guys, and we will see you next time. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe, and visit us at bitesizemarketinghacks.com for more resources and episodes that will help you hack your marketing 5 minutes at a time.